Girls of Reddit, what are signs that you give off to let a guy know that you're interested? I stare at them and then when they catch eye contact with me, I immediately look away. Yeah, I'm single. Edit. Kiss. Kith. I can't even make eye contact, guys. I think you're overestimating my ability. These threads pop up routinely, and the end result is always the same. I still have no fucking clue what's going on. What one girl may consider flirtatious, another may just call that being friendly. It's the same for either gender really. Be upfront and use the greatest tool you have. Words. The games should end post-college years. I had a drunk girl at a bar come up to me and shout, "Notice me. Senpai." I had a girl who kept bumping into me at the bar, and after the third or fourth time I said loudly to my friend, "This fucking girl keeps bumping into me." To which she turned and said, "Hey. That's not nice," and I shot back, "You neither is repeatedly bumping into people." And then she goes, "Well, I thought you were cute and wanted you to talk to me." It took me a couple seconds to process what just happened. Hey, my cats behave the same way. She didn't really think you were cute, her food bowl or water dish were empty. If a girl says, "I really want to see that movie, but none of my friends or family want to see it," she's asking you to the movies. I once had a girl take me out to dinner on my birthday so I wasn't alone, and then asked to watch a movie at my apartment. At the time I recently moved and literally had no furniture other than my bed. I forewarned her of this, but she didn't care. So we end up watching 2 movies in my bed, using the same blanket. When the movies end I mention how it's getting late and I should probably go to bed, and she's like, "I have a really long drive, I wish I didn't have to leave, etc." How can a guy be more oblivious? I showed her the way out thinking by saying, "If you have a long drive, then it'd be best to go now before it gets later. Drive safe." Find reasons to touch his arm. Laugh at his jokes. Stare at his mouth. Slingshot my panties in his direction and wink. If I say, "Hey, is it cool if I take my pants off?" when we're in bed together, that is a fucking hint. God damn it, Danny. Edit. This got way more attention than I expected, so here's the story. We met at a bar. He invited me back to his place to smoke. Sign number 1, he was interested. We smoke bullshit for a while, and then I say, "It's getting late," and he offers to let me crash at his place. Sign number 2, he was interested, then get to bed and start cuddling. Huge sign number 3, so I say, "Hey, is it cool if I take my pants off?" thinking I'm speeding things up, but nope, nothing but some sweet hardcore cuddling action happened that night. Asking for his number, or if I already have his number, straight up asking him out. Shocking, I know. Seriously. Girls can be super forward, but if they don't straight up say anything, whoosh. The following are a series of incidents with my best friend's very sexy college roommate that led to nothing. Before a party at her house starts, she takes me to her room to show me what she's wearing. A very tight, very short, very sexy black dress and high heels. "Oh, nice," I say and walk out of her room to let her change into it. Same party, she presses into me as she sucks on a lollipop and asks me if I'd like to try it. I'm a little weirded out by the prospect of sucking on a lollipop that's been in her mouth, but I comply. We spend the next 30 seconds debating whether it's strawberry or cherry flavored before she wanders off. She's dog sitting at her cousin's apartment, and she asks me if I'd like to come over and watch a movie. I agree, having no other plans, and arrive to find out that there's no TV or DVD player or anything of the sort. Not to worry, though, as I figure we can watch YouTube videos on her laptop. After a couple of hours of watching dumb YouTube clips, I decide it's getting late and I leave. She's still dog sitting at her cousin's place and asks me to come over again to have ice cream. I get a couple of pints of Haagen-Dazs and pop by. We watch YouTube videos. She asks me if I want to try her ice cream and feeds me a spoonful, which is weird because we're having the same flavor. I leave after a while. She's still dog sitting at her cousin's place and asks me to come over again. We order Chinese and settle in on the couch to watch Cash Cab clips on YouTube. I'm a nerd and I get a lot of answers right, and she pretends she's impressed. She pauses the clip we're watching and says, "Hey, you want to see my cousin's bedroom?" I say sure and I compliment the size of the bed as she sits on it. Then the answer to the last cash cat question we heard before she paused the video comes to my mind, and I go back to see if I'm right. I am. It's a nice summer day and she wants to have a picnic with me at the park. She strips down to a bikini and lies down to tan. I'm bored and not a big fan of tanning. After a while, she decides she's tanned enough, and after walking her home I wonder if she'd go out with me. I'm still single. Doesn't matter, had ice cream. That it. Thanks for the gold, kind internet stranger. Do you want to go out with me? I once worked at a school cafeteria, and whenever I was the card checker guy, this nice pretty girl would always stop and talk to me on her way in, and ask how my day was, if anything is new, etc. One day she somehow lost her card while eating, and on the way out asked me about how to get it back. I said that we'll look for it and let her know if we find it. She was like, well, if you happen to find it or whatever, you can call me on my cell. And tried to give me her number. Completely oblivious, me referred her to the supervisor, since it's possible it will be found after I'm done with my shift. She didn't talk to me much after that. I saw this on Reddit a while ago and saved it into notes on my phone. Hope this helps. If you're talking to a cashier and she tells you for any reason when she gets off work, she wants you to come back. If a girl gives you her number, on some level she is interested. Meaning she gives it to you without you prompting her first, though often if she gives it to you after you ask her, it still means she's interested. If a girl repeatedly mentions how she wishes she had a nice guy to date, she is interested. If a girl asks about your relationship status out of the blue, she is interested. If a girl you don't know approaches you and asks for the time, but then lingers in your vicinity, she wants you to come back up and approach her because she is interested. If a girl who is not a best friend type suggests watching a movie when you two are hanging out alone, she wants something to happen. She is interested. If a girl says she needs to talk to you, but then it ends up being something really stupid like, I don't know what color to dye my hair, then she probably chickened out of telling you she likes you. Physical touching while a girl is having a conversation with you usually means she is interested. Anytime a girl seems to giggle way more than she should during a conversation, it means she is interested. If a girl you're not very close friends with mentions the fact she broke up with her ex and is looking for someone new, by God, make a move. She is interested. This could mean it's just a rebound relationship, but nonetheless she's interested. A girl almost never talks about wanting a one-night stand to a guy unless she wants to with him. This is more on the topic of sex than dating, but I thought I'd include it anyway. This one blows my mind that some guys miss. If a girl asks to sit next to you somewhere where there are other viable empty tables to sit at, she's interested. If a girl starts talking about how well you two get along, she is interested in you. If a non-best friend girl is with her friends and ditches them to hang out with you, she is interested in you. If a girl tells you she's lonely at home, by means of text, email, Facebook, phone, etc., she wants you to come over. She most likely is interested in you. If a girl says she's really cold in an obviously warm environment, she probably wants you to warm her up, either through a hug or occasionally offering your jacket chivalrously. She's interested in you. If a girl starts complaining about how all the guys just want her for sex, and that she wishes she had a sweet guy, she's interested in you. However, I can't guarantee she'd really be the type most guys would want to date. At the same time, this can be one of the few less obvious hints, where she is testing how you react and judging your answer to see if you're someone she's interested in. If a girl says she's new in town and wants someone to show her around, 9 times out of 10, it's because she's trying to find an excuse to be around you one-on-one. If a girl seems to be smiling with you way more than she does when she talks to other people, she's interested in you. I know it's cliché, but a lot of girls still twirl their hair when flirting. Girls usually stop doing this by the time they're 21. The girl who keeps beating herself up on her looks, not only is she fishing for a compliment, she's fishing for your compliment. Though this usually means she's interested in you, she could just be looking for attention. If she does it often to multiple people, it's probably the latter. In most contexts, if a girl asks you how her outfit looks, she wants you to check her out. She is interested in you. If a girl talks about how long she spent getting ready and then asks your opinion on how she looks, she did it to impress you. If she does this when you and her had specifically made plans to hang out, it's even more explicit. Exceptions to this rule are weddings, parties, etc. Girls like confidence. If you think a girl is interested in you, go for it. The worst that happens is a no. If she has a worse reaction, she's someone you wouldn't want to be around anyway. If a girl is constantly leaving you to talk very briefly to her other female friends, then runs back to you to talk more, she is interested in you and is filling them in on all the details. This is especially true if it's accompanied by a lot of smiling. My future wife, FW, whom at this point I had not dated. It's late, I'm going to head to the house. I'm house sitting. Why don't you come over? Me? You're right, it is late, but I'm pretty tired. I think I'll head home. FW. You really should come over. Me? I don't know, it's really late, and I'm really tired. FW. We can have sleepover. Me? I don't want to sleep on a couch. FW, after a really long pause. You're stupid. Come spend the night with me, in the same bed. Me? What? Oh. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. I am not a smart man, and have a beautiful and patient wife. Edit. My top comment is about my incompetence with women. Nice. To add to how wonderful my wife is, in high school she was the president of the I Hate Advocacy Press Club. Second edit. Change MFW to FW, future wife, who is actually present wife. I keep trying new and interesting things with this one guy at work. Yesterday I said to him, your hair looks different today. Translation. Just to let you know, I am noticing your hair transitions on a day-to-day basis and making mental notes of it for my own personal pleasure. I hope I got the message across. Eye contact, nudges, and sometimes I say mean things when I don't actually mean it. Saying you're such a loser, but I laugh while I'm saying it. Is this why I'm single? I'll bake for him. Anything that takes real effort shows real interest. I laugh at his jokes, no matter how stupid. Bonus points if he's actually funny. I make eye contact. I make sure he catches me looking at him at least once, but you can't get too creepy. Compliments are good, too. If I was a girl, I'd just flop out a boob and wave it in his general direction. Weirdly, as a bloke, that doesn't work so well with my penis. Not with that attitude. I find I subconsciously play with my hair earrings, and touch my lips or bite my lip if I'm talking to a guy I'm interested in. Now, I'm a guy, but from what I understand, women giggling or squealing when you talk to them is also a good sign. As long as they're not squealing like a stuck pig, then it's all good. Normally, if they don't file a restraining order on me after the first date, they are definitely interested. What can I say though? I'm a lady killer. Lays against you on the couch to watch movies, or with her legs crossed over yours. Bake stuff for you. We talk to each other daily, editing to specify I'm talking about texting, talking for 12 hours a day, every day. Invites you to happy hour one-on-one. These are less subtle than most of what I'd seen in this thread. These are also examples of my best female friend's regular interactions with me. She is not attempting to show that she is interested when doing these things. I know because I have asked her out more than once and talked to her about it. I now assume all of this is her just being very comfortable around me, and I've told her if she is interested at all, she's going to have to very bluntly ask me out, because otherwise I will assume it's nothing. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts below to support the channel. See you in the next one.